Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blessing Egan. I am a relationship and marriage coach for newlyweds and singles. So today we are going to be talking about Christian dating tips. If you're a Christian, this is for you, be it a male or a female. These tips will help you to achieve a great relationship and a godly marriage. So number one, be led by the spirit, not by vibes. So I know that we are in the era where churches are springing everywhere, every nook and cranny, and we have people filling the seats in the church. But be mindful and also remember that a church is like a hospital, and in the hospital, everybody is welcome. If you're sick, you're welcome. If you are mad, you're welcome. If you are diseased, you are welcome. Your body is paining you, you're welcome in the hospital. That is how the church is. So everybody in the church is welcome. But remember, not everybody in the church is for you. Not every man that is in the church that prays in tongues, that sings so well, that plays the keyboard is for you. That climbs the pulpit and everybody falls down is for you. Not every girl that sings so well, that is prophetic in nature, is for you. So just because they pray, just because they know how to quote the Bible verses, does not mean that he or she is a husband or wife material for you. Is God saying yes to that man? Is God saying yes to that relationship? Have you seen that both of you align in values? Is it just serving God in his lip and not in actions? So you need to know if that person is really what God wants for you, or you are just dragging your feelings because you met, both of you met yourself in church. So find out, is that person really what he says he is? The God he prays to, does he behave like the God he prays to, or the God she prays to? So you need to find that out. Number two, don't compromise your values for company. Yes, loneliness is not an excuse to get into a relationship. You and don't act like you are so desperate. In short, you should glow more when you are lonely. Because when you're lonely, you can do the things that God wants you to do for Him. You can do the things that you want to achieve for yourself. You are not dragging any person. You are alone and you are moving alone. So you should be comfortable in your loneliness. It's not an excuse to lower your standard. So because you have not been married, you're not married at the age of 28, you're not married at the age of 29 or 30, does not mean that those values and those standards you have created for yourself, you should bring it down. Remember, there's a man out there or there's a woman out there that are looking for this standard that you have created. So don't bring down your standards because your age is growing, or because people are telling you that your friends are getting married, your family members are calling you, when are you bringing the man, when are you bringing the woman? Don't bring down your standard because there's somebody out there that is comfortable and would appreciate the standard you have stated. So your heart is not a charity organization that anybody that comes in from the church or comes in, you say, okay, this person is okay, it's nice, I can negotiate. Remember, there are some standards that are not negotiable. Number three, date to discern, not to impress. Date to discern, not to impress. You are not auditioning for a wife, or you're not auditioning for a husband this year. So you are observing this person. You are observing this man to see if he's submitted to God. You are observing this woman if she's submitted to God, if he's consistent, if he's emotionally mature, if he's emotionally available, if she is a good person. So you are not there to audition for a wife or to impress anybody. You are there to know that this person is for me. You are there to say, okay, I am fine with this person, and God says yes. You are not there to impress your pastor. You are not dating to impress your man of God. You are not dating to impress your parents. You are not dating to impress your friends. Because you and that person you have chosen will live with the consequences of your choices. So you don't date to impress. You date to discern that this person is what God wants you to do. Number four, guard your heart, not just your body. Yes, we know that we are Christians. We say that we know that our body is a temple of the Most High God, and we should not indulge in what God will not be proud of. Also, guard your heart, because when we talk about guarding our bodies, it starts with the heart, because you should have thought about whatever you want to do before you actually do that thing physically. So you need to guard the conversations that you have. You need to guard what you watch. You need to talk. Your conversation you're having with this person should be pure, not carnal. It's not like it's sex just happen. It starts from a conversation. So be emotionally mature when you know that this conversation is going to an area that you don't want to even venture into. So you need to guard your heart, not just your body. Don't give your heart to someone who hasn't earned it. Don't give your heart to somebody who would shatter it. Don't give your heart to somebody that will not respect your time, that will not respect your sacrifice, and will not respect your emotions. So give your time to somebody that will know that you bring value, and it is a value that he or she wants to keep. And the fifth one is don't ignore red flags in the name of grace. Yes, we are Christians. Yes, we say forgive. We say God said we should forgive 70 times 70 times. But my brother, my sister, that does not mean that you marry someone with anger issues. It does not mean that you marry someone with no direction. It does not mean that you marry someone with no spiritual values. It does not mean that you marry someone that is lazy. It does not mean that you marry someone that is a cheater. It does not mean that you marry someone that is a bitter because of God's grace. See, believe me not, God knows that He gave you a heart. He gave you the opportunity to choose and to choose right. So He knows that there are people on earth that you should not get married to. He will not give you that grace to be able to deal with them. He will not give you that grace to be able to live with them. So please don't ignore red flags because of the grace upon your life. Don't ignore red flags and say that you have the grace to live with this kind of person. Marriage is a long time commitment, is a lifelong thing. How sure are you that this grace can take you all through? Number six, set boundaries that honor God. You are not weak for needing boundaries. Yes, you are a wise person. You are not weak for needing boundaries. Even Jesus himself in the Bible had boundaries. When you remember when devil when after he fasted for 40 days and devil said, if you are the son of God, command this stone to turn to bread so that you eat, or bow down to me. He knew his boundary. He could do all those things, but he knew that that was not the right time and that was not the right thing to do. So he was not weak because he set boundary. He was wise. So when you set boundaries, it does not mean that you are weak, but it only shows that you are wise. You are wise. So all those late nights alone, all those cuddling, all those sleepovers, set boundaries. So if you keep playing with the fire, it's going to burn you. The fire is not that cold, it's not that friendly. When you keep playing with fire, it's going to burn you. So set boundaries. It does not make you weak, it only makes you wise. Number seven, have accountability. Have accountability. Don't date in isolation. Don't date and say that we want it private. Let someone you respect know about this relationship. Talk to the person. Let the person see who you are within a relationship with, because love cannot be hidden. Love can make you blind. But the person you are talking to that is reasonable, that is wise, is not in love. So the person is not blind. So have an accountability partner. Talk to someone you respect about your relationship. Talk to the person about the person you're in a relationship with. It is not a secret affair. And number eight, be whole before you become one. You need to love yourself before you can love somebody. You can't give what you do not have. Marriage does not complete you. No, God already had completed you. So you need to have that understanding and knowledge that God, you are complete. Marriage does not complete you. So don't expect a man or a woman to come out and complete you and say, yes, we say we've seen our better half. But in the real sense, if you marriage needs two whole people to come together and make it work. So if you are not whole, you don't have a life of your own. You don't have a dream of your own. You don't have what you love, what you admire, what you want to achieve, and you come into marriage. You end up living what God has sent you to this earth to do, to run with what your partner wants to do, and it might not end up well. So you need to be whole to get married into. So sis Christ, so my sisters, my brothers, you that are dating, that you are in the Christian fold that are dating, Christian dating is not boring. It is very beautiful when done with wisdom, when done with understanding, when done with the fear of God, when done with boundaries. God will help you, God will cater for you and build that relationship to what He wants you to do. So do not settle for less, do not be confused, and don't you just need clarity, you just need God's, you just need encouragement, and you just need God's strength for you to carry out this dating in God's way. So if you are dating or hoping to date, you need to watch this again. You need to listen to it again. You need to share it with your Christian folks that are in the dating pool. So share it with girls, share it with boys. It's not only meant for only females. Even guys who are Christian also need girls who are Christian to get married to. So drop a comment in the comment section if one of these tips made awaken you, or if one of these tapes relates with what you are going through. So please like this video. If you already have a date with, if you're already dating with purpose, like it, share it with your dates, and please make a comment. So subscribe for my to my channel for more and real and godly stuff like this. See you next time. This one I make mistake tire.